What's up, everybody? It's Jay Floyd back with On Everything. Today, I want to talk about something that's really pretty near and dear to my heart. It's something I could be transparent with y'all and let you know it's something I struggled with for a long time. This has been a struggle in my, not my work career, but in my side passion career, right? Which I put a lot of time and effort into. I'm not one of those just, hey, every now and again I do it. No, I don't golf. I don't bowl. I don't game. I don't play video games. I don't have those kind of recreations. What I tend to do with my time is pursue my passions. So building businesses, writing books, getting a podcast up and running. This is what I like to spend my time on. I've written a number of books doing music. Been doing music since I was really 18 years old. Really started when I was about 14, but really pursuing it since I was 18. As soon as high school ended, start pursuing it. And that leads me into today's topic, which is stop talking about it and just go buy them. Just go buy your customers, right? And I don't mean that to say that, it's time to give up on organic growth or that people won't seek you out organically, but just a realization that this is really not the market. It hasn't been the market for a long time, but it's really not. Everybody that you are seeing, everybody that you give your attention to, any podcast you listen to, or even a YouTube short that you might watch, any TV show you watch, any book you might read because you came across it, please believe that all of those things were marketed and there was intentionality and money. By intentionality, I mean money. There was money and resources put into going to get you as a customer. One of the things that I really hated as a musician, as a rapper, as an independent artist, when I was in my 20s, coming out of college, I was super idealistic, right? And I just felt like I don't want to sell out. I don't want this job, right, of going off to a record company and signing my life over to them to work as basically an indentured servant to pay back a business loan, because that's essentially what a record deal is. We can talk about that another time, but I didn't want to do that. So, me and my friends, my compadres, it wasn't just me. So a lot of us felt similar ways in Cleveland, Buffalo, New York. A lot of us that felt the similar ways. And we were like, we're going to do this independently. We want to own and operate our own studio. We'll build our studio from the ground up. We'll record everything ourselves, mix and master it ourselves, market it, put it out. We'll have a staff, all of that stuff. Just running into so many walls, brick wall. It's always just seemed to be as much as, you think you can go outside of the structure and, obviously scale down your expectations. So it's like, I'm not going to be on Def Jam, or I'm not going to be on Island Records. I'm not going to be on these big record labels. So yeah, my expectations are lower. I'm not going to go gold, but I just want to sell, 50,000. What's wrong with that? Scaling down your expectations and trying to still hit that mark. And we would still hit a wall. It's like, why can't we make it? Why can't we make it? And I think, and obviously we've had variable levels of success in music. But I know for me, the lesson that I've learned over time is I spent a lot of time complaining about these people who I wasn't even really competing with, right? Like these big time artists, complaining about how they're just dominating the airwaves because they have this machine behind them and this marketing and this and all of this money, right? And I would have to even buy my way into, even just a small pond into this, right? Even because as we ventured off in the independent artist market, you still found that every avenue, every door that you want opened, you still have to pay for it, somebody to open it. Everything is every artist you hear, even the most independent artists where it's like, oh, grassroots, no, they still paid. And that used to rub me the wrong way. And it's like I had this real idealistic view of what art and music and success and business was supposed to be. But, I sit here right now, 48 years old, I have a much different view, right? I realize, every business, whether it's Amazon or Microsoft or any, mom and pop yogurt shop at the store, at the corner, there is a cost to acquire every customer, right? And they're putting that effort in. They're not sitting back complaining like me. They're not expecting that everybody's going to just walk through their doors. Amazon is not expecting that people are just going to automatically click on them and then jump to whatever they want to see. No, they're examining and putting the resources in and paying that cost to acquire you as a customer. So I need to do the same, right? Right now I'm working on a book. Actually, I finished a book and I'm shopping it around to some literary agents. It's my first fiction book. I'm super passionate about it. I feel like it's to me, it's a masterpiece, obviously, right? Like any writer is going to feel that way. But I feel like it's a piece that needs to be heard. I feel like it represents something real strong in society and in culture, specifically for Gen X and 80s babies like me. I feel like, and when it comes to the Midwest urban culture, there's a lot of stories that haven't been told. A lot of this comes off of me watching Moana, and I'll get into that also in a future episode. But when I watched Moana, it just stood out to me that this story is being told and this culture is being honored. And that doesn't happen for me and my culture and the things I find important. So again, in the spirit of not sitting back and complaining about the realization, I did something about it. And I wrote a story. I wrote a few stories, but the first one that's done, I shipped it around and I got some word back from some publishers. So in some talks right now to publish these. And me at age 48, I'm much different. I understand now that there's going to be a cost to acquire every single customer. Everybody who reads my book, there's going to be a dollar amount that can be attributed to us going out and earning that customer. It's not just going to happen just because the book is good. That's not just going to happen. It took me way, way, way too long to firmly settle that in my spirit, that's a lazy take. That just because you bring art to the table and you're talented doesn't mean that the masses are going to flock to it, open it up and read it. They have other things going on. They have attention on other places. And in today's society, everything in the world is competing for attention. So why would you not have to pay to acquire customers? Right? So anybody out there, especially all of my independent artists, whether you're drawing a picture, making a comic book, or writing a book, or rapping on an album, making beats on an album, singing on an album, I encourage y'all, man, keep grinding, keep doing it. Never give up your passions, right? I don't believe in that. I don't think there's age restrictions and forced retirement for artists. But I do believe in growth, right? If you're going to continue to go at it, continue to grow and have self-awareness of what is it you're trying to do? What are you in it for? And aim for that. Even if you're only in it to, I just like to get that feeling, that freedom of recording. I don't really care who buys it. That's great. But just be self-aware about it and continue to grow that self-awareness, right? That's what I'm aiming for. I feel like I am much smarter now this year than I was last year, and last year than I was a few years ago. So I just keep grinding, and I encourage all of y'all to keep going. And the key today, if you don't hear anything else, hey, shut up complaining. Go buy your customers. Yeah, pay that cost to acquire customers. Holla at me, y'all. This is Jay Floyd on everything. I'll be back with more for y'all in the coming weeks. You're going to get more episodes. I know I don't have a lot of listeners right now, especially because I took a long hiatus. There's going to be a lot of people that are waiting. And then I changed the name of the podcast. These are all lessons I'm learning. I'm okay with that because I'm going to pay the cost to acquire more listeners. You know what I'm saying? Take my own advice. It's called dog fooding, y'all. Holla at me, y'all. I love y'all, man. Peace. Ready to revolutionize your content creation? Discover Deep Brain AI, the cutting-edge solution in AI video synthesis. Create lifelike AI videos with ease. ideal for presentations, educational content, or just boosting your digital marketing. Your AI avatar waits to deliver messages with natural expressions and natural voices. It'll be just like hearing and seeing you and me. Experience the future of communication with Deep Brain AI. Discover more right now at what'sgood.work and click on our link that says visit our sponsor.